I'm Marv Taff. Ron, I don't remember anybody fighting over walking me down the aisle.
That's because it was so long ago.
I was kind of hurt when you said that.
Check your gender.
Anyhow, just a little background. I was with Gensler for quite a few years. In 1998, I retired. And not too long after that, I got a call from the nominating committee asking me if I'd be interested in pursuing fellowship. And like Sarah, I thought that was weird. Why are they calling me now? Because I just retired. But I did. I got involved in that. And about that time, I also got involved in working with LA Unified School District. And there was at that time the beginning of a very large construction program. The idea of working toward a fellowship involves an enormous amount of work. You may not think it is, but it really is. Just trying to remember the things that you've done over a career, and of course my career was a lot longer than most people, and putting together in a way that sells was really difficult. And I just want to tell you a little story about my daughter in New York. She's an architect in New York, and she was studying for the state board in New York. She said, you know, this is really hard work. This is really tough. I said, well, you know something? It is miserable, it is tough. And that's why you need to work real hard at it so you don't have to do it again. And she later told me that was the best advice I've ever given her, ever, she said. But I'd say the same thing to you people. If you want to become a fellow and you make that commitment, remember it's a lot of work and put everything you have into it because you don't want to go through it again. And I had the good fortune of having some really good mentors and some people that helped me write at Gensler. And I think that I'm not ashamed to say that I felt that there are probably plenty of people out there that were more qualified than me, but I bet they didn't do as good a job as writing it up. I mean, you can take the information, and it's got to be solid, but it's how you spin it and how you present it that's really important. I don't mean say anything that's untrue. I mean taking the truth and presenting it in a way that sells. It's like anything else, whether you're selling a design or anything. You've got to be creative about how you do it. It's terribly important. The mentorship we offer is important. I don't say that just because I'm a mentor. It's because I know I would never have made it enough for my mentor. It was Frank Dinster, who came and looked at my 35-word statement and said, well, this is trash. And he said, you better, you know, I guess you don't want to be a fellow. And we started over. But I mean, Frank really helped me a lot, and we talked about tough love. That's what we're talking about. We try to say it the way we see it. I think we're pretty good at seeing what we want to see, and so I would just urge you to, get a mentor and take full advantage of that mentor, because we can help you a lot. The other thing I want to talk about is I've been asked to talk about this issue of so what. This is one of the key points in what we do. And let me explain to you what we're saying. Everything you say about yourself, you have to ask yourself, so what? You know, say you were president of the AIA for a couple of years or a year. What did you accomplish under your leadership? You know, so what? Just being president of the AIA by itself doesn't make you a fellow. But accomplishing something, that's important. You can say that about every claim you make about yourself, president of any organization, or anything you've done, or even with your design work or with your practice. You know, so what? You know, what is the good that went to society and went to the profession? And think about it and try to present it in a way that makes people understand that if you were not born, the world would not be as good a place as it is now, because you have made a contribution. And that's what I mean when I say, so what? And it's really key to everything. Everything you say, when you write this thing up, your fellowship submittal, you've got to come out of it thinking, gosh, this person really is something, really making a commitment. And of course, you also have to have the boldness to say in the beginning that you are really something. And so many people are so humble about that. You are really something. This is true. And you got to feel like, gosh, if this 35-word statement is true, then this person should be a fellow by acclamation. And of course, so you got to reach for it, reach for that brass ring, and then prove it's true. And I think it's such a great idea, Michael and Sarah's or whoever idea was to have this meeting, because, you know, I had to look back over a 40-year career or something, trying to remember everything. And I had to put a spin on everything. you guys have a chance now to do some things that can prepare for this, so that A, you won't have to think back so much, and B, you'll lay the groundwork for a successful submittal. Because that's really what it's about. You know, doing good work and presenting it in a way that gets that across.